Good morning, everyone. My name is Arslan, and you are watching Proper Pariksha, the place where we strive for academic excellence in a simple and comprehensive manner. So, till now, we have discussed the exercise 7.2 and all the preceding topics and exercises. So today we'll be starting the topic of equivalent fractions, and we will get to know what are equivalent fractions, the definition of it, and how do we generate them or how do we convert them. So equivalent fractions are those which can be reduced to the same least numerator and denominator, also called as its simplest form, and cannot be reduced further. So as I told you that you have, like, for example, 4 upon 4, you have 8 upon 8, you have 10 upon 10. So these were all equal to each other and were ultimately equal to 1 upon 1 or equal to 1. As per the rules I have mentioned earlier, the three rules of fractions, I get that 1 upon 1 is equal to 1. If no denominator is mentioned, 1 is the default denominator. If the numerator is 0, then denominator can be anything. If the denominator is 0, then the fraction does not exist. And if the denominator is infinity, which is a mathematical symbol or term used to denote something which is very, very large for calculation purposes, then it is almost equal to 0, but it is not 0. It is almost equal to 0. It is very tiny. So these were the three rules which we discussed. You can pause the video and write it down, or you can just browse my previous videos and you will get to know about that. So equivalent fractions are those which can be simplified into its simplest form, that is to be understood, or to the same least numerator and denominator. What is the simplest form? Having the same least numerator and denominator. For example, I have 2 upon 4, I have 3 upon 6, I have 4 upon 8. And what do they mean, or are they equal to each other? Yes, they are equal to each other. If you will simplify 2 upon 4, then you will see that both of them have the common factor, that is 2, and 2 will divide it 1 times, and this will be 2 times. Here you can see the common factor is 3, and you will divide it getting 1, and here you will again get 2. Here the common factor is 2, you will get 2, and here it is 4. Whenever you try to simplify a fraction, always use the smallest possible fraction so that you have least errors in calculations. You can also use directly larger factors, but for beginners, for starting, as an initial phase, you should use smaller factors so that you have the least error possible. So 2, because sometimes multiplying something like, for example, I have 26 upon 39. So you can also do 13 times 2 and 13 times 3. But you can also do, but if you do not know the table of 13, then that will be difficult. So just use the another factor that is smaller to that. So see that if it is divisible by 2, if it is divisible by 3, if it is divisible by 4, and so on. But unfortunately over here you see that it is only and only divisible by 13. So again the point comes that you should know the tables of up till 13. Okay, so up till 13, please remember it and get it in your on your fingertips. So 2 times 4 and 4 times 8. Again we will simplify it. The common factor is 2, this will be 1 times and this will be 2 times. So you can see that this implies that 2 upon 4 is equal to 3 upon 6 is equal to 4 upon 8 is equal to 1 upon 2, where 1 upon 2 is known as the simplest form, and the 2 upon 4, 3 upon 6, 4 upon 8, 8 upon 16, 9 upon 18, and so on are known as the equivalent fractions because they can be reduced to the same least numerator and denominator, which is its simplest form. So this is the definition and how do we convert any number into its simplest form. So let's say if I give you that the number 5 upon 6, can it be converted into a much more simpler form? No, it cannot be converted, as it is already in the simplest form. But if I say you I have 10 upon 12, can this be converted? Yes, this will be 2 will be common factor 5 times and this will be 6 times, and this will give you the same result, that is its simplest form, 5 upon 6. Now, if you will try to read this particular line, you will see that to find an equivalent fraction of a given fraction, you may multiply both numerator and denominator of a given fraction by the same number. The same method I used, like I multiplied 1 upon 2 2 times, I got this. I multiplied it 3 times, I got this, and multiplied 4 times, I got this. I multiplied 5 upon 6 2 times, both numerator and denominator, I got 10 upon 12. Now coming to certain examples or unsolved examples in order to understand the concepts of equivalent fraction. The example is that r1 upon 3, 2 upon 7, 2 upon 5, 2 upon 7 and so on equivalent. Give reason. Okay, so first we will take this is that this is a separate part. Now this is again the separate part. So 1 upon 3 and 2 upon 7, we will write it down. We will write 2 upon 7 down. Can 2 upon 7 be simplified much more than that? No. Can 1 upon 3 be simplified much more than that? No. Therefore, they are not equivalent. Similarly, we will take 2 upon 5, we will take 2 upon 7 and we'll check for it. 2 upon 5, can it be simplified much more? No, because 2 and 5 do not have a common factor. 2 upon 7, same answer, cannot be reduced to much more simpler form, therefore not equivalent. Now we will get 2 upon 9 and 6 upon 27. Can 2 upon 9 be reduced to a much more simpler form? No, because they do not have any common factor. When we talk about 6 upon 27, we will see that 6 is divisible by 3 and 27 is also divisible by 3. How many times? You see that 3 is divisible, 6 is divisible 2 times by 3 and 27 is 9 times, and we say that yes, they are equivalent or they are equal to each other. Coming to the next question. Give examples of 4 equivalent fractions. Okay, laptop hanging. No problem, it will resume. Just a moment. Okay. Give examples of 4 equivalent fractions. I gave you already 1 upon 2, 2 upon 4, 3 upon 6, 4 upon 8 and so on. You can do whatever you want, 10 upon 20, 100 upon 200 and so on. Identify the fractions in each. Are these fractions equivalent? Okay, is my table moving? Now it is okay. The table was moving a little bit, so I just made it stop. Question number 3. Identify the fractions in each. We have done this type of question previously also in either our examples or exercise, so this is not something new. So what you have to do is that the thing is given. Previously we were told that we have to shade the regions of the figure as per the fractions given. Now we are given that the shaded regions are there, we just have to add it. And similar question was also done where the shaded region was given and we have to write the fractions. So what is the answer? 1, 2, 3. The method will be same. 6 and this will be 1, 2. So that will be 6 upon 2 plus 6. That will give you 6 upon 8. Similarly for this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 1, 2, 3. So this will be 9 upon, you can just add it verbally, 9 plus 3 will give you 12. For this, you can see that 1, 2, 3 and this is 4 times. So 4 3s are 12 and this will be 1, 2, 3, 4 because there are 4 rows and 12 plus 4 will be 16. And now we will write 1, 2, 3 and this will be 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be 5 times, so 5 3s are 15 and this will be 5. This will be okay, 15 plus 5, that is 20. Okay, so we have written the fractions for the shaded regions. Now the question is that the first part has been done, identify fractions. The question is that second part, that is, are these fractions equivalent? Let us see. 6 upon 8, 9 upon 12, 12 upon 16, 15 upon 20. So for what is the method to do? What is the process to understand if they are equivalent? We'll just simplify each of them into its simplest form. So 6 upon 8, can it be simplified? Yes, the answer will be 3 upon 4. Similarly, we will simplify 9 upon 12. The answer will be 3 times, and this will be 3 4 times, 3 upon 4. You can do the calculations and how we are getting to that part on your own using a pen and paper, which you have to do while studying mathematics. So 6, just write the common factor, that over here it is 2, over here it is 3. Coming to 12 upon 16, you will see that 12 and 16, therefore it is 4. 4 threes are, the common factor is 4, and this will be 4. And similarly 15 upon 20, the common factor will be 5, and the answer will again be 4. 3 upon 4, therefore yes, they are equivalent fractions because they have been reduced to the same simplest form as each other. Question number 4. Find 5 equivalent fractions of each of the following, that is 2 upon 3, 1 upon 5, 3 upon 5, and 5 upon 9. So we have to write 5 equivalent fractions of each of the following. That is a very lengthy question. So what I will do is that I will just take any question, like let us say 5 upon 9. That will be much better because it is a bigger fraction and you can do 2 upon 5, 3, 1 upon 5 on your own. So I'll take 5 upon 9 and first of all check whether it can be reduced into a simpler form. 5 and 9 do not have a common factor, therefore it cannot be reduced into a simpler form. So the method is that we will just start multiplying each numerator. We'll start multiplying both the numerator and denominator with the same multiple. Like if you want 5 equivalent fractions, I will multiply 5 times and I will get 5 answers. So that will be into 1, we'll get 5 upon 9, that is already there. So into 2, that will be 10 upon 18. Into 3, that will be 15 upon 9 3s are 27. And into 4 will be 5 2s are 20, 9 4s are 36. Into 5 will be 5 5s are 25, 9 5s are 45. And into 6 will be 6 5s are 30. And 9 6s are 54. So these are the 5 equivalent fractions of 5 upon 9. If the question would have been that you have like 2 upon 3, so we have 4 upon 6, you have a fraction 4 upon 6 and you write 5 equivalent fractions. So while we will simplify this 4 upon 6, you will see that it can be simplified into 2 upon 3. So one fraction has already been achieved. Now we need others. So what we'll do, we'll multiply 2 by 3 into, not into 2, because 2 by 3 into 2 will give you 4 by 6. That is same as the question. We'll multiply it by 3. So that will give 6 upon 9 and 4. Coming to another example. Find equivalent fractions of 2 upon 5 with numerator 6. Just get up. Okay. Equivalent fraction of 2 upon 5 with, not this much up, man. Okay. Find equivalent fraction of 2 upon 5 with numerator 6. So we have been given a fraction 2 upon 5 and the numerator should be 6. That is the task which is given to us. So what we have to do is that we need to find the denominator in order to find the equivalent fraction for 2 upon 5. So 2, how many times will be 6? Nothing to worry about. Just divide 6 by 2 and you will see that it is 3 times. Therefore, 2 into 3 will give you 6 and 5 into 3, the same multiple will be used and the denominator will be achieved, that is 15. This is the answer. Find the equivalent fraction of 15 upon 35 with denominator 7. That is, denominator is given as 7 and we need to find the numerator. And the thing to be noted is that you have 35 and 7. So what we'll do is we'll just divide the larger number with the smaller one. The same, obviously not the numerator and denominator, only denominator, denominator and numerator, numerator. So 35 will be divided by 7 and 7 5s are 35. Therefore, we'll get the multiple, that is 5. But Here 35 is not multiplied by 5, rather it is divided by 5, or you can say that it is multiplied by 1 upon 5. So 15 in multiplied by 1 upon 5 or divided by 5 will give you the answer of 3. Therefore n is equal to 3. So answer will be 3 upon 7. So this was the example. Are there any more examples? No. So the next topic will be the cross multiplication, and in the next video we'll learn about that. And I hope that you have watched our previous videos and you understand our way of teaching and our methodology and our motive behind introducing certain concepts beforehand, so that you get to know the concepts much more clearly and feasibly and much more easily when they are to be understood at the moment of time. So for example, in the next video we will be dealing with cross multiplication, but if you remember in my previous video I have already introduced you with the concept of cross multiplication. That is when we are making the improper fraction into a mixed fraction and mixed fraction into an improper fraction. We got the idea of how do we do cross multiplication, or how do we make equivalent fractions. So equivalent fractions are studied now, but they were introduced before that while making like 4 upon 4, 8 upon 8, 3 upon 6 and 6 upon 12, etc. So these were introduced earlier so that you can understand that much more easily, and you will have much more less fear of the concept and topic when they are introduced to you as per the NCERT chronology. So in the next video we'll study about cross multiplication, and if you like our videos, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon and the like button. Comment in case you have any suggestions and share it with your friends. So I bid you farewell. Goodbye.